now that you have an idea of what kind of bass sound we are going for, let's go ahead and make a new instance of Serum here. Da-da-da-da. We'll clone it. And we'll make it huge. We'll make it pretty big anyway. Okay. So as of right now, the sound that we're using sounds like this. And while I'm not entirely sure that I can recreate it note for note without constantly checking to see what my settings were here, I think we can get pretty close. So let's go ahead and get a fresh instance here. See? All gone. So let's make a new one. Alright, so you can come in here and go into, I believe it's analog? No. Must be, where is it going to be? Spectral? Spectral. Alright, so for this particular one that I just made, I used Reese Mess, and on oscillator B, I believe I used Juno. Probably going to be under here. Let's see where it's at. Juno. Alright. I like to move the position either to here or here. And the current one that I have that I just showed you, I actually have it automated to go between this one and this one. Just a little bit of flavor happening there, but we'll leave it here for the moment. I'm going to turn that off while we are making adjustments. So over here, you're going to want to drop the octave down to -2. Starts getting that nice kind of beefy sound. I'm going to turn this up so you can actually hear it. Alright, so you've got that going on. And then we can go into oscillator B and drop that either 1 or 2 octaves. One will give it some harmonics up in the higher end, depending on what you're going for. I'm a bass hungry girl, so I like to drop it a little bit lower. A little bit. We'll go ahead and apply a filter to both of them. I would say you could either do 18 or 24. Since I like to add a lot of customization options because I like to automate the crap out of my stuff. I'm going to take it down pretty low because as I add effects here in a bit, it will definitely gain a little bit of high end anyway. Alright, I'd like to put the sub on mine. You don't have to put a sub on it. You can use a separate sub, your favorite, whatever that is. But again, I'm going to drop that down really nice. Super low. Oh, man, I really love just taking it all down here. But for the sake of a little bit of color, I'm going to bring this back up to 1. A little bit of harmonics happening there. I am going to add 5 to 7 voices there. We'll bring them together. You don't want them to be too far apart, but a little bit can add nice kind of harmonics to it. Right there, that seems pretty good. And the same here. I'm I'm gonna go ahead and say you can put pretty much whatever you want on the second oscillator, depending on what kind of flavor you're going for. If you want something extra spicy, you know, you can always add something. You can change its position to something more like this, right? But for now, we're gonna keep it nice and clean. All right, and so from there, I'm gonna go here into effects. We got a nice little growl happening there. Let's not go with the hyper first. Let's go ahead into distortion. So you can add whatever, again, kind of distortion you like. Let's go ahead and use rectify here. Again, I'm going for something just slightly different than what I had before. What I was using on mine is the asymmetrical. It's very cinematic, but if you're going for something a bit more aggressive, you can use rectify. Anyway, we'll come back in here for now. Bring it to about 35. It's a nice place to start. And I'm going to go ahead and bring macro for this here and adjust that so it doesn't go too far. But you can take it as far as you like, of course. Yeah, that's a good spot. So we'll say, I think on the other one I called this rage. So we'll do that again, just to keep things simple. Alright, so we added a little bit of rage. It gives you a little bit of something special to work with there. You can add pretty much any of these effects to it to change the color and flavor of this instrument. Of course, I like to go with the hyper aggressive sounds, but you can also make it quite cinematic. If you add reverb, increase the size of your room a bit. I'd say between 50 and 60% on size. High cut. You pretty much don't need your highs. Let's see. Yeah, you could cut that completely, and that's fine. And I like to put it on plates so it has a nice kind of cinematic sound to it. It's a lot of fun. On this one, we'll go from nothing. I think we pulled it from here, so we'll call it cinematic or cinema. Adding a little bit causes it to connect more within the track, gives it a little bit more stability. I think I also added chorus on the other one and a couple other things, and hyper. You can add it or not. nice full sound there. Again, we'll bring that one in here. Aggression. There we go. You can increase the intensity, like how strong some of those sounds are coming through here in the matrix, or how the response comes to it as well. I could also attach an LFO to it here. Why don't we do that? Let's go ahead and have a nice kind of rounded fade in. Put it on the hyper. Yeah. I don't know what this will do, but we'll give it a try. That's actually pretty cool. Has like a warbling effect on it. And then we could go here in the matrix. Make it pulse a little bit more. Alright, so there's a little click at the beginning of the sound, so we're gonna increase the attack. I'd say somewhere between 3 and 5 milliseconds. Still got a bit of a click there. Alright. Mono will make sure that you don't layer you don't add chords. So if you press another note, it will move to the other note instead of adding that voice. Gonna add just a little bit of transition there. Still got a little bit of click in the beginning. Let's give it a few more. You may not hear that too much in the mix depending on what you're building there. Ah, that's much better. All right. So that's just a basic look at what you can do here. You can do a lot of changes up here with the filter as well. We can add some saturation here. That's another fun one to modulate, actually. So we can come here. Yeah, let's go all the way up. We'll just throw that over here. Let's slow it down. Don't want those extra echoes in there. Don't want it to be all cinematic. We can take that away. If you change some of the fine tuning on these, it can also cause some of the sync between these to have some more subtle harmonics so that they blend together a little bit better. You can do that if you want to. I don't feel the need to, but I've seen some people do that. I'd say 6 to 12 semitones. We'll do it. Yeah? But we're going to leave that for right now. So let's hear how this sounds with the track as opposed to the one that we came in with at the beginning. This is a little bit different, but it won't be so far different from the other thing. Just a little bit of differences in character. Let's see, where are we at? And just for comparison, this is the other one, the one that I started with. So as you can see, all I did really and truly differently between them is this one has a lot of the cinematic attitude added to it, a lot of rage, a little bit of aggression. What did I click rage to? What is that connected to? Distortion. Alright, rage is distortion. Aggression is the drive, so I attached it to the drive here. So if you want more grit, you can definitely automate. You can definitely automate the drive like I did in the one we just looked at. Or you can manually adjust it and then you can just kind of automate that if you want to. Yeah, you would play around with it with your MIDI controller. Anyway, there are a lot of possibilities. This has been my first attempts at making a Reese bass, so if you have, you know, any recommendations for how to make it better, things like that, I'm all ears. Let me know. If this helps you, let me know. Game on. Game on.